I'm Depp Rasner. I'm a candidate for County Judge Executive. I'm a sixth-generation Bullitt Countyan. I grew up in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. I went to school in Shepherdsville. I've hunted all over this community. I've swam in the swimming pools. I played youth sports in this community. I grew up as a teenager driving around McDonald's in this community. I think I've traveled about every road in this community. Went to high school in Louisville at St. X, graduated in 1981. I earned my business degree from the University of Louisville in 1987, and I worked in the healthcare industry for 13 years. Traveled the country selling information systems. In 2001, I started my own business. We serve high school athletics with an effort to help them promote and market their programs through a variety of media that we produce. Poster schedules, camp brochures, senior profiles. We do action photography, still photography, and a host of other graphic design services. Starting my 13th year now in that business. I'm running for county judge because I believe the taxpayers and the small business owners need a voice. I'm running because I believe in higher education for our community. I'm running because I believe I can do a better job of attracting more tourism dollars to our community and creating more jobs. I'm running because local officials are turning a blind eye toward the proliferation of government growth. I'm running because taxpayers are taking it on the chin with government intrusion, higher taxes, and less freedom. I'm running because I believe in Bullitt County, and I believe in the people in Bullitt County. I'm running because I want to change the politics in Bullitt County, and I just want to be a voice for the taxpayers and the small business owners and help them. I want to help the people of this community. That's why I'm running. For several reasons. I've been a Republican since the day I was able to vote. In fact, I remember when Ronald Reagan was running for office, and his platform was what really appealed to me. He talked about personal responsibility. He talked about less government. He talked about fewer taxes. He talked about the chance to build your own wealth and to build your own financial security. And those are things that appealed to me as an 18-year-old. And so I registered as a Republican, and over the years I began to learn about conservatism and the free market and what those things mean and how they can impact someone who's willing to work hard and willing to sacrifice. But last October, during the debt ceiling crisis, when folks like me who believe in the Constitution, who believe in less government, who believe in fewer taxes, who believe in the free market, who are Christians and who believe in God, who believe in all the Bill of Rights, when we were referred to as extremists and radicals during the debt ceiling crisis, that was enough for me. I had to make a change. So I changed to conservative independent. And that's why. Somebody has to stand up, and I can't sit by and not do something, make an effort to do something about it. Melanie Roberts has let us down as a Republican. She's had 2 terms to really work at solving some issues here in Bullitt County, namely helping the private sector create jobs. She nearly single-handedly blew an opportunity to attract 4,000 jobs just a year ago. She's actually cost the taxpayers more than what she has produced for the county. For example, the Shepherdsville occupational tax lawsuit is an example. There's an existing lawsuit right now in fiscal court involving her, the fiscal court members, the sheriff, the county attorney, and the jailer. And that's costing us taxpayers. We have a big issue with hundreds of thousands of our tax dollars being wasted through fiscal court. Melanie Roberts is apparently failing to read the open invoice reports because they're paying bills that they really have no business paying. For example, a contract signed by the jailer for software services is being paid and has been for the last dozen years. An overpayment to the county attorney's office was on an open invoice report, and that was approved and paid. And then there's the question of hundreds of thousands of our tax dollars being paid in overtime in various agencies because there's not a solution to keep a full staff of employees at a reasonable pay rate. So these are the kind of things that our tax dollars are being wasted on. Melanie is very good at making proclamations and recognizing people, but and that's fine. But in terms of solving the problems of the community, our tax dollars are being wasted. I think you can look at our roads, some of our road work, our lack of road work, some of our bridges, and just so many other things. There's no programs for our youth. You know, she's wanting to build a college campus now and go into debt for $28 million. Now, the default for that debt will lie on the backs of the taxpayers. We'll be responsible for any default on that debt. So, one hand we need the college campus, on the other hand she wants to put us in debt for it. So, these are some of the things. I think 2 terms for any elected official is enough. In the past, Melanie's talked about an aquatic center. She's talked about, you know, she wants to grow government by hiring a financial officer and a planner. And if she'd have a relationship with the treasurer, she wouldn't need a financial officer. But, you know, these are the kind of things that I want to address as county judge, and some of the things that I want to share. So if I'm elected, one of the first things I'm going to do is move the treasurer back down to the judge's office. The treasurer has been out of the judge's office for the last 7 years. So there hasn't been a positive working relationship with the treasurer and with the county judge. That'd be the first thing I'd do. The second thing that I would do is I would immediately begin to require the departments to begin submitting a written monthly report. What this is going to do is create accountability in those departments, which is non-existent right now. Melanie couldn't tell you how many gallons of gasoline the animal shelter used. She couldn't tell you how many pounds of dog food went through the animal shelter last month. So these are the kind of things that we want to keep our fingers on, so we know where the money is going and what is being spent and what is happening in the county. I would implement a monthly activity report immediately for each department. And then the third thing I would do is I would meet with each magistrate and the mayors and council members and business leaders in their respective districts and begin to do a needs assessment and make a determination on what are the goals and objectives that the districts want to achieve. In other words, how can we help you? How can we be of service to the districts and the cities? Those would be the 3 immediate things that I would do when I'm elected. And then out of those meetings and out of those activity reports, we would formulate a long-range vision and a long-range plan for our community. And we would actually, from the county level, then begin with the tax dollars that we save from eliminating or significantly reducing waste. We would use those tax dollars then to reinvest back into the cities and the districts. So we begin to address the problems that our districts and our area and our cities are having, and you know, with an eye towards improving the quality of life in our community, so that we have a great place to work, a great place to play, and a great place to live. Thank you.